You gave us a speech about your platform, and you sounded like a coach. So I present this to you. Youth engagement and education. Given the challenges faced by many young people in Pritchard, what programs and initiatives will prioritize to support youth development, improve educational outcome, and provide a pathway to success?
Number one, education is paramount. We need to develop relationships with the principals, the staffs at the elementary, high schools, in our city. All the middle schools are outside our city. We need to try to work with the school system to try to get us a middle school or bring our middle school kids back, because that's when they're learning all of these bad habits, because they're leaving their own neighborhoods. If you never lived in Pritchard, you wouldn't know that. So the University of Mobile sits in the city limits of Pritchard, and not one mayor has went on that doggone campus. So we need to start pulling those kids from the University of Mobile into the plan for the city of Pritchard. Pritchard is failing because we don't have college-ready people in the city of Pritchard running this city, college graduates running this city. We're winging it. We've been winging it too long. So youth programs, Park and Rec is paramount. Pritchard Stadium is sitting there, one of the most prestigious stadiums in the country. The only stadium in the state of Alabama that had a national championship team play in it. We need to bring that back. We need to bring the pride back to Pritchard, not Mobile. Too many Mobile people got say-so in Pritchard. So at the end of the day, we need a Pritchard person that know what these kids need, that visit these campuses. Mr. Woods have never seen a mayor from the city of Pritchard in the last 4 years. We need to change that. Viga High School has seen some every now and then, but we got to get consistent. Before we go up in the city hall, we need to stop by our school and visit and see that our schools are low performing and find a resolution so we can fix it.
That was brought to you by the citizens to elect Kelvin Thornton for, I'm telling you, man, what a day. It's that time of the day, y'all. Y'all get ready. It's that time again. Y'all get ready. It's showtime at the Apollo. That's all I can tell you. Hey and the Barn on a Wednesday. It's showtime.
It is time for the baddest show. Let everybody know. The Icon Sports Southeast.
Hey, trapping at my granny crib, you know I made it happen. Life until he ran, then I started running.
You feel it, man? Get out here!
You know I made it happen. My life until he ran, then I started running. Don't be none that you ain't. We was broke, we with your eating noodles, now we ain't steak.
It is time for an Icon Sport exclusive coming at you right about now.
Y'all, it is that time of the day, y'all. It is hey in the board on a Wednesday. Boy, that's all I can say, man. Hey in the Born on a Wednesday show. Man, boy, look at here. I'm sporting my KT Thornton for mail shirt. Y'all, we got more of them coming soon. Telling you, man, a lot more stuff that we gonna be getting out in the next couple weeks. Y'all get ready. Y'all, I'm telling you, if you got people that vote in Pritchard, I don't need one thing from you. And that's for you to tell everybody to get out and vote KT Thornton for mayor of Pritchard. I'm telling you, man. Tell you, man. Great day to be here. It's commitment day. It's commitment day, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me go get the flyer. Tell you, it's going down in the city. JJ Bush getting ready to commit, y'all. Today, Icon Sport will go live. We'll be going live at this event. Let's get the coach on with me. Wake up, coach. Wake up, coach.
What's up, Coach?
Tell
I had to
you,
tell y'all I got my green on.
man. Hey, speaking of green, I got my Viking shirt on ready. I got
Let's
my
go.
Viking shirt on ready right here.
Let's go. I had to pull that old green out.
I'm telling you, I got my
Gotta
Viking
put
shirt on
on.
ready. Telling you.
Number 2 in the state. I like that.
Great time to be here.
I like that. Coach, how they still ranking UMS ahead of Williams?
Well, it comes to territory. And, people get mad at us, but at the end of the day, you need to be on our side because at the end of the day, it is what it is.
There's no way. There's no way they should be ranked ahead of UMS. I mean Williams. They don't even have nobody with a standing off.
Well, it ain't never been about offers over there. It's about production. Over at UMS, right? Williamson at the top. Well, here goes the thing. Williamson made our Super Six. So this the one that counts for us. The Super Six,
What round did UMS go to last year?
third round.
Well, I guess that's why, huh? I guess that's why. I'm gonna digress, but you're right. We riding with Williamson, and we trying to get it out there, man. But we need them to produce this year.
Well, I'm gonna
And
tell you this. It's gonna be some mad folks when I put this 6A Super Six on the screen real quick. Parker, Clay Chalkville, Oxford, Saraland, Muscle Shoals, and Pike Road. Those are the football 365 Super Six.
yeah,
Several teams on honorable mention: Spain Park, Benjamin Russell, St. Paul, and Mountain Brook. Make got our top 10. Dog, I want to give like the top 10.
what you say? What you say? And look, I want to I want to send I want to send a special message out to Gulf Shores. Look, guys, we do believe in y'all. We really do. We want to say that we want y'all to, next year or whatever. It definitely won't be this year, but next year, whatever. We want to put y'all in the Super Six and say that y'all are one of the 6 best 6A teams around. but you gotta produce, man, and time is now. Y'all had a growing year. Colin Wilson, kept y'all competitive. And I think that I heard that he might even be the starter at Mississippi State this year. So, like, you had an SEC running back. It's just time for y'all to win some games, get in the playoffs, and try to do what you did in 5A. So, Gulf Shores and everybody at Gulf Shore, and I had a good heartfelt talk with some of their people, and they was like, "Q, y'all, you don't never talk about us." Well, man, y'all in my heart. But I'm not finna talk about y'all over the teams that's whooping y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I want to say about Gulf Shores.
Well, I can tell you this: Gulf Shores got kids coming to the showcase.
Look, that's even better.
Yeah,
That's
so
even
Gulf
better.
Shores is making progress. Well, we got people locally, or that's not even coming. So your team is not gonna make any progress because now we can't vouch for your team.
Yeah,
I
we
think
can't vouch
one
for your
kid.
kids.
I
Look,
think I got one kid from Williams. No, two kids from Williamson and one kid from Viable so far. But those teams already done made that case. Being the top 6 teams in the state. Well, some of these other people can make a case. You know,
and their kids getting recruited.
coming. Uh, it is what it is, man. We're not trying to make anybody come. Murphy gonna have a bunch of kids sign up. Talk to Coach
Sherman,
Williams.
Sherman is a real one, man. And one thing about Sherman Williams, you ain't never said, or I ain't never heard nobody say it, he not ducking no smoke. So his kids are going out there to get better. And when they say a team take on the identity head coach, man, Murphy gonna beat some of y'all.
Man,
and
Murphy gonna be straight, man. What's going on, Coach?
What up,
what's
Big
up,
Mac?
man?
What's going on, man?
Big Measy.
I
We
know,
just
I
talked
know, I
about
know.
the show.
Everybody been like, "Boy, I'm telling you, boy, we've been on a fast for the last couple of days."
What you say?
Well, we've been on a fast the last couple of days. Y'all. Everything been moving fast. I can tell you that.
I literally been on the fast, man. And let's not get about the show. 'Cause I know you running for mayor, so I'm gonna talk
Yeah.
about football. Man, yesterday I probably talked 13 colleges, and my girl mad at me because I was on the phone probably for about 8, maybe between 8 and 10 hours. I didn't get off the phone. I started early in the morning, and I was talking to colleges till late last night. Man, if you not getting recruited and you don't come to the showcase, that's stupid. And I'm gonna break it down why I say that's stupid. Stupid is when you know better and you don't do better, right?
Yeah.
Ignorant is when you don't know. All right. Look, these folks want to talk to KT, but KT running for mayor. So KT, hey, you got to talk to Q. So, man, I'm trying to tell you, I just yesterday, and my phone ringing right now. I got it on Do Not Disturb, but they popping up. Man, I got so many college coaches calling me. If you think your son that guy, you can't go to Bama and be that guy. It's not gonna matter. Somebody has to tell them, hey, you're that guy. So if you really think you that guy and you're not coming to own the showcase, you stupid. And there's no other word. And I don't mean to disrespectfully, but I don't have another word for it because we done told you, hey, we're looking for certain people. We are looking for the defensive ends. We're looking for defensive linemen. I talked to the coach from Florida last night, and he said Mobile is the most intriguing city when it comes to defensive backs. Who's the best defensive back? And I told him who my top 5 was. And I'm not going to say it on the show just because, that's trade secret. And I don't want everybody, hey, well, Q said this, so I'm going to say this. And now you go put it out and you getting paid on it. But so I'm not going to tell you who I told him it was, but I know who it was. And one of them from Chickasaw.
Well, we need some Chickasaw kids to sign
And
up.
he coming. Coach, he coming. He coming with me.
Well, okay, that's even
He
better.
coming, and his folks gonna pay, but he coming with me. He riding with me, so he'll be there. So Chickasaw kids will be there. At least that kid gonna be there. And guess what? The college told him to go. Well, we want to see it, and we gonna
Offensive
look for it.
linemen. Offensive linemen.
That's the only thing they want to talk about. Who's the next Corday Smith? Who the next Michael Dubose? Where Maurice Samuels at? Where Rodney Hudson at? I want one of them.
High school coaches, you got a couple of days. Hit me up if you having some issues. You can't afford for your kid to miss this. You can't, because I'm gonna say this, man. Because when I win the Mayor Cedar Pritchard, my time gonna be super limited. So this gonna be your last opportunity.
We don't know if we even gonna have a showcase next year, y'all. But I tell you this, if and I pray on it. If Coach put me in the position to be that guy to set it up, man, it ain't gonna just be Mobile kids there. I'm going over there to every kid I know in Pensacola, just like Coach was, because he can't do it now. Guess what? I guarantee you, Lord willing, if me and if KT see fit for me to take the reins, I guarantee you them kids from 43 gonna be there.
We got some Leroy kids coming.
I guarantee
we need
you
the
them kids from
McIntosh
Jackson,
kids.
Leroy.
Y'all need to be sharing this live so somebody can hear this, because we saying it early in the show so you won't have to dig for it. We saying this stuff right now. I'm glad Q went on and jumped on it right now. Because I'm telling you, it's paramount if you want your kid to be the guy. If you're an 8, 9, 10-year-old playing with that 7-on-7, it's gonna be paramount that your team be up at Blunt playing on Sunday. That's all I'm gonna tell you now. Don't get left out, because you might not be able to get back in. So
You might when that train leave, you gotta wait on the next train, and I'm telling you now, I don't know when it's coming.
Yeah,
you finna have a long layover.
You better
Right now is
you
the
gotta keep
time.
what you can.
I will talk about this kid, KT, if you don't want me to, just cut me off if I'm going too deep. But
Mac, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Shit, it knocked you out. Your damn phone going crazy over there. I know it's a lot of college coaches calling Q, because everybody know I'm on this campaign trail, and y'all, he not telling y'all no lies. I've been giving him his number. He probably gonna be the one to take over this once I get in the reins of being the mayor, y'all. I'm telling you, y'all, we gonna bring some major events. Hold on, let me send Kel to me. Y'all, we gonna be bringing some major events here. We definitely don't want nobody to miss out. I'm telling you, man, we don't want nobody to miss out on what's about to happen in the next couple of years. Man, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be crucial.
And
It's gonna be crucial.
coach,
Go ahead.
and the showcase, I didn't tell some people, y'all need to come to the showcase. People gonna do what they want to do regardless, but in the end, they're gonna really see how important it is to come to the showcase. And get what? We ain't gotta beg nobody else.
No, man, we ain't gonna beg you. It's one thing now if you need some financial help or something, talk to us. Don't run from it and then say, I wish I could have came, this and that. High school coaches, man, we're gonna start a new foot. That's all I can tell you now. We starting off on a new foot. This KT for math over here talking to KT, and she probably got this here over the years. Get your kids there.
gotta get to the
there.
showcase.
Put all your
Get to the
inside and get the kids there. Call me, inbox you, let them know if y'all need anything, to make sure y'all kids are there. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a great event. We're gonna have the youth out there doing 7-on-7. And we're gonna be doing the showcase stuff so that the younger kids can see what a showcase looks like. We don't need to participate. We need them to be in the house so they can see what's going on. see kids out there going hard in the 40-yard dash, all of the above. So I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a great time to be up at Harris Teeter Stadium on Sunday. I'm telling you, man, great time. I'm telling you, it's gonna be great. Yeah,
4 days away. Don't eat too much barbecue now. Come out there and get smoked.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'd rather you get smoked before the season, and you know, you still gonna have. Okay, it's the 6th. Practice might not start till August the 6th, so you got a whole nother month after the showcase to get ready for the season. So you know, I'm telling you, and I appreciate that, Nigel. But I'm telling you, man, a lot of people don't know. A lot of the high school coaches don't care to know. But when your kids don't get recruited and the parents start talking about you ain't help nobody, you're gonna wish you had sent the kids to the showcase. Y'all, after the youth ball season ends, we're gonna be doing something with the youth that ain't never been done before. Because by then I'll be in office. I'll be in office by then.
Oh yeah, you'll be in office by then, coach.
Yeah, let's do it.
By the time the playoff hit, we're gonna do something special with the high schools. I don't care what city they in, Q. We gonna do something special.
I respect that.
Pritchard is called the city of champion. We're gonna bring everybody.
We're gonna bring everybody to Pritchard.
Tell you, everybody. Ain't gonna be on no other type stuff. Y'all, it's just gonna be part of the movement that we gonna be doing for the youth. Rebuild lives. That's gonna be the name of the movement. Y'all get it, for the Restoring Lives movement. Y'all, that's gonna take place. I'm telling you, it's gonna be something huge. It's gonna be huge for our kids, our youth, our people who homeless, our people who walk in the streets with no jobs.
Yeah.
Restoring lives is. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's coming.
I'm excited. Like you were talking about we're gonna get those kids some mental health awareness. We got the counselors and the therapists reaching out to the youth. That's what I'm excited about. Can't lie, because at the end of the day, our kids don't get therapy. Our kids don't get counseling. They deal with tragedy all day, every day, and then we go out there and perform.
And another thing, if you got a kid that go to school in the city limits of Pritchard, it's gonna be some outstanding things coming y'all way when I get to that office. I'm telling you, it's gonna be, man.
We're gonna change the narrative.
See, I'm gonna tell y'all, I've been out there on that trail, and man, I got the most important message on the other day. You know, people, and one thing about me, I ain't scared to give you my number for you to text me and tell me how you feel about what's going on. The lady said, Pritchard has a lot of people come in only to let the community down. That's why it's hard for the people of Pritchard to see a vision. Boy, look here. I can get it. You know, I ain't coming in promising nothing. I'm telling you what's going to happen. These things are going to happen, y'all. We've been doing this. Y'all, we've been planning events like this way before running for mayor.
Since the 90s.
Boy, we've been donating food and stuff to the schools way before that time and effort. Way before before a mayor's office. So I don't want nobody to say, oh, you only doing that, man. We've been doing this.
Since the 90s. You remember the camp y'all used to put on for the whole city, but only Blunt Vodka used to come, and the Will Anderson camp.
Yeah.
The Will Anderson camp. And everybody leave with groceries. Sherman Williams, and it's just a personal story of mine, why I never say nothing against Sherman Williams. Sherman Williams with the Cowboys, and he came in the Black Jaguar, and he gave the running backs. I was playing running back at the time. A lot of people don't know that, but he gave the running backs a message, man. And he talked to us, man. And the stuff he said, bro, was so life changing. You got to think who was there. Scooter was there. Archie Niles was there. Rodarian Dees was there. You know what I'm saying? What was his name? TJ Dulaney was there. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think every running back that came through Vargas and Blunt there, Sherman Williams had something to do with their success. He touched all of them.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Sherman. I don't even know if he remember that, man. But you know, and that's the thing. You know, KT, what you was doing? You was out there handing out groceries.
Man, come on.
And this was in 90, what,
Yeah, line,
95,
coach.
96? Man,
Hey,
KT was out there handing out groceries. But they were down there with the D linemen.
yeah.
And I was, you know, and what was his name? Who was the quarterback? Jarvis Sanders. Jarvis was like, yeah, man, you're gonna end up down there with KT. And I was like, what? I was like, I ain't playing no D-line. He's like, man, P. Ryan ain't finna put your big ass at no running back. He's like, you gonna end up down there with KT. So I started watching KT, and KT was killing the D-line. I was like, I don't want to go down there, Dad.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, we've been doing this over 25, 30 years. Easy. 30 years. That was in 95.
That's 95, 96.
30 years ago. So y'all, this ain't no act, you know. I don't claim to be a politician, but I'm a leader. I'm gonna tell you. I can promise you that we ain't gonna have no leadership issues. Once I get up in there. And you know, if you didn't hear the message the other day, then man, you missed the treat. Tell you, I got it, but I ain't, you know, we ain't been on the show in a minute, and y'all, we got to talk about this showcase.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing.
Ryan Williams will be there, brick by brick. Perverted, PJ Kyles will be there. Society, that's another part of PJ Kyles' brand. Football 365, that's Big Mac. Q, all of them will be there.
Jeff,
supposed to be sponsored by Coca-Cola, so I got to get with them this week. Make sure we got enough Powerade and all that type of stuff. And also, you buy the people to elect KT Thorne for mayor for the city picture. It's supposed to be one more sponsor. I'm waiting to see if we can get that sponsor in today or tomorrow. Friday at 11:59 p.m. Is the last time you can pay online. Other than that, it'll be $60 at the door. So if you want to pay the extra 10, wait till the last minute. You can pay your $60 at the door. But unless you contact us before then. If you don't contact us before 11:59 on a Friday, you're gonna pay that $60 showing up on a Sunday. I can guarantee you that. This is a represent your schools. So make sure you got on some of your school workout wear.
Yeah, represent your school, stop the violence.
You know, go on, get it cleaned up, hand wash it, and hang it up.
I don't mean cut y'all, but you gotta add that in there. Represent your school, stop the violence. We gotta stop the violence.
Let's get Kel on. Wake up, Kel.
Wake up, y'all.
What do, Coach?
Coach been up there with that 7-on-7 crew. You know, a lot of people thought we was gonna stop it. I said, no, they're gonna get the end where you come in, and we'll be on the opposite end.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 7-on-7. It's getting bigger every Sunday. I seen more teams this past Sunday. I can't stay out that long. I had some stuff going. I would get some stuff done over at my house. You know what I'm saying? Get ready for the 4th, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I seen more teams out that Sunday than it was the previous Sunday.
It's getting big. It's coming. I like that, man. And you know, Kel, you can attest to everybody being separated for the youth ball. Just to see the kids coming back together again is a good thing for me, man. I'm happy for it.
Yeah, brother, it is a good thing. I just want next year we need to start it early. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta think about it, like you gotta think about this, KT and Q. You know, y'all done traveled before, like teams and stuff in Atlanta and Texas and Florida. They already in equipment, so they been 7-on-7 all spring. You know what I'm saying? So like really, we behind. Like now we doing it, but like now we really need to be in equipment. You know what I'm saying? So.
I agree with you, but you got to look at the situation of everybody that was going on, and we got to get Carl Jackson to go and come in too, because he got the setup, and we got to bridge all gaps and use all resources. And you got to think they start on time.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying high school do. I'm talking about these kids out here now. They like 8, 9, 10. Like I
Right.
said,
I
they've been
know
doing
exactly
that.
what's going on.
Yeah. All I'm saying is we got to get caught up to the curb. That's what I'm saying. We got to
Right,
catch
and
up.
that's
That's
why I
all I'm
say
saying.
we need Carl Jackson, and I've been talking to him, and he the DC at Williamson, so he got a lot going on. But if you follow 251, he got all the dates set up.
Yeah.
He got all the tournaments that the kids could play
Yeah.
in. He already, got the uniforms. That's why I say we got to bridge all gaps, and we got to make sure everybody who's doing football is working with everybody in the city. Because if we would have had
I
them
agree.
kids started with
I agree.
251 and got on his page, they would have been no telling where they would be right now. We'll probably be on the
Right.
national stage.
Right.
But you gotta
I agree.
realize this too, Q. This that those coaches started. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? On their own.
right.
See,
And
on
that's
some
what I'm
real,
talking
on some
about,
real stuff,
bridging the gap. We need
on some real.
No,
everybody talking to
Q,
On some,
everybody.
you gotta
see, look,
realize. You gotta realize this. Everybody can't come to Blunt and do what they doing out there.
100%, coach.
I ain't gonna lie. You,
100%
you, you gotta give props to them boys from Thomasville and
doing
Sims.
that.
They the one. Listen, they
That's
was
Yeah,
what
just
it is.
out there by themselves. Sims
yeah,
now
Yeah,
you and Thomasville now you was just out there by themselves for a long time. And
yeah,
then I
for
yeah.
a
think
long
Municipal,
time, Q.
I think
Yeah.
Municipal. Listen, they ain't just not started. They've been doing this
Right,
like
right,
maybe like a month or two. Then
right.
Municipal brought their team out there. Red brought his team out there. So it's getting
Yeah.
bigger. But what I'm saying is, here it is now is while we doing 7-on-7, tournaments already
The
started. So
tournament's already started. Carter,
right,
matter of fact, let me
so
go out
really
and
we need to
change
be
my.
in equipment right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
7-on-7 something we got to start doing around like May because a lot of kids still play baseball, all stars. So it's just
Also,
like that's what I'm saying. Like we need to start like next year. It need to be some
it
starting like
really
May.
needs to
You know
start
what I'm
like
saying?
March. It really like
May. I mean,
March.
really early than that. But what I'm saying, you got to think
Yeah.
about it too. Q. Most of our kids play basketball, baseball, so it's kind of hard
The
to do all
basketball
that.
championship, March
Right.
Madness, when the college in, and that's the thing. We can't play every sport year round, man. You gotta have them. You gotta kind of follow them college cutoff dates. When the college shut down, man, and March Madness in and national championship in, hey, it's time to go back to spring football the next day.
Right.
Especially those of
I
y'all that's
agree.
not playing baseball.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I totally 100% agree with you, but you got to understand this though, Q. A lot of these kids, spring breaks and stuff, different stuff. I'm saying like to get full participation, you gotta set a date when it's kind of work with everybody in a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? Like March, you still in like spring break starting, and then April. You see what I'm saying? Like it just, I think it'd be better they start like April, May. That'll kind of like get baseball
I
kind of
ain't
pretty much
disagreeing
started,
with you at
basketball over
all
with.
either.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
just saying
ain't
so you can get
disagreeing
full
at all.
participation.
I agree
Yeah,
100%. I agree.
but you gotta give props to the boys, Sims 9U and Tomville 9U. They was out there blend by themselves for
By
like a month or
themselves.
two. You know what I'm
But
saying?
they
Yeah.
could have been
By
selfish too,
themselves.
man. They could have been
Right.
selfish. Cause I know they've been out there
Right.
for
They've been
a
out there.
minute. They've been out
They
there.
sure have. They've been out there.
Hey,
And the one
y'all
thing
seen that
about it,
picture of Ryan Crew last night? Ryan workout crew.
Oh yeah.
hold on, let me get that. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that picture.
Man, that's big, man.
Well,
Iron
see,
sharpens iron.
man, here go the thing. Here go the hardest part about all this stuff. Yeah, we want to do a lot of stuff, but it be stumbling blocks. That's why we gonna have to bridge the gap to get rid of these stumbling blocks.
Right.
So
We really
nobody,
need that coaches association.
yeah.
That's what we really need. We really need the coaches come back in and I don't know how we'll do it. Probably go to the battle house or in the
I'm
same
gonna
room
tell
that
you this though, Q. I
they.
like what they doing on their own out there at Blunt. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna
To be
lie.
honest.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
like what they
I,
doing
I,
on
ain't,
their
I ain't,
own.
I
It
ain't
ain't no
knocking it at
defense.
all, but for
Ain't no
them to
defense.
travel, you
I'm
know
talking
what
about
I don't
it's
like,
better
KT.
than football.
I
Keep out
agree.
there talking against each other. Everybody getting along. Everybody
Right,
really happy that they can get them
right.
kids
It ain't
on that
been no arguments, it ain't been no
nothing.
fights, no
Yeah.
disagreement, nothing.
Ain't gonna be
Nothing.
none. We're gonna put it in the atmosphere. Yeah, but my issue been this for 10 to 15 years, and Kerry, I'm sure you feel the same way. You got kids like Baby Gronk, and they making so much money at an early age, and it's an 8-year-old down here that'll smoke him, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything. You feel me? So that'd be my thing. And like
I
go
promise
ahead.
you, they were back in like 2011, 12. This when I was coaching. This when I was like at 8 Mile on the board. I used to go in the board meetings, and I used to like literally go to the upper powers and say, "Hey, look, man, this what it's becoming now. We gotta get caught up to the curve." And they thought I was tripping. They was like,
They thought I was tripping.
"Okay, you tripping?" I'm like, "Nah, I ain't tripping, man. Me and Drew just went to FBU camp in Charlotte. We just left Adidas camp, and we seen how kids 8, 9, 10 years old at these camps. They thought we was tripping. Like, I'm like, this is what football finna come to." And I promise you, we were trying to get them to catch it before it even got like it is. Well, we could have been already ahead of the curve. The sad thing about now is we got all these great athletes, all these D1 athletes from D Mark to Lil Cap, Tudor Boy. You got JJ Bush. You got all these great kids, man, come from all these schools. But now our park ball is in shambles.
Is in shambles. And the park ball that made all them kids, it's changing.
It's not no more.
It ain't it no more. But the reason why it was because they weren't willing to adjust with the time. Just like the coaches.
Well, here it is, though, Q. Here it is. And Kel done seen it out there. All the leagues out there playing in this thing. It ain't been one argument, no disputes. So it's gonna get done, but we gotta let people do it their way. We can't be strong on them and you telling you need to do it the NYFC way, or do it the city league way, or do it.
You gotta have a governing body, coach. You get the NFL is the NFL. The NCAA is the NCAA. Alabama High School Athletic Association is Alabama. We have to have a governing body that everybody.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. They've been running it without no governing. It's been all right. That's
7-on-7. But what happens when they put on the pads?
These people already agreeing to playing games, Q. It's deeper than it ain't just 7-on-7 they get ready for. They out there.
So this is what I'm saying, KT. And Kel, you can attest to it. All right. The reason why Ryan Williams, and I'm using Ryan because it's a personal issue, is Ryan Williams and was able to skip his senior year is because when he was at Saraland, the schedule looked like this. You're gonna play Municipal Park. Then you're gonna have to turn around and come play West Mobile. And you might get your ass whooped both games. Then you're gonna have to turn around and play Matrix. You might get your ass whooped all 3 games. Then you got to play 8 Mile. You might get your ass whooped 4 games. Then you got to play Catatia, Navajo, Sims, Bayla Battery. And Kel, you was whooping ass, so goddamn, it's a little different experience for you, but to a lot of other kids and coaches. But coach, you had to walk through the gauntlet every single week. And that's what we got to get back to. And the only way we're going to get back to that is if everybody comes together and plays in the same whatever the fuck it is.
Well,
whatever we decided to be.
Let me say this, Q. I agree with you. I wish he would get back to that because that's when football was at its purest and best form. I mean, you just said it, man. I love the fact that we had municipal. We had Municipal, West Mobile, and Matrix back there. I mean, like that as a coach, that's what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? You wanted that, but honestly, I don't think it'll ever get back to that. Let me tell you why. And there's no shot at nobody, no particular part. But back when we was playing, the Sims and the High Points, they won. I mean, if Sims had 9 teams, they had 3 solid good teams at their park. The rest of them was homecoming teams. All right. Same with Saraland. All right. And then you got a park like High Point may have 1 decent team out of whatever they had. But basically what I'm trying to say is all these teams that used to get their ass kicked, they winning now. So they're not gonna ever go back to where it used to be because guess what? They relevant. If that making any sense. It's just like a nerd who been a nerd his whole life, never screwed a woman, never had no play. But then he get him a fresh car and he started dressing. So it's hard. It's gonna be hard to bring the lead back to what it once was, because people who wasn't relevant then is relevant now. You see
Nah.
what I'm saying? And it's gonna be hard for them to come back and say, well, shit, I don't want to play 8 Mile, and I don't want to play Matrix, I don't want to play College Hill. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think it'll ever get back to that, but I think it need to be some kind of leveling field where at least if it's gonna be these different leagues, they can at least coincide and play each other during the season. You know, I think that's probably gonna be the best alternative. I don't ever see it ever being back the way it was 10 years ago. I don't see that again.
Yeah. And you know, I'm fine with it. And you know, my thing is this: we just want to be able to get everybody together like what we've been doing. That's the major part. You get out there and play 7-on-7, and then you might play these little classic games. But at the end of the day, the NYFC league, you might well forget about that as being the dominant league. Because
that's over.
everybody just like Kel said, everybody winning now. It's hard to take that championship. I don't care if it's Division 2, Division 3. If you win a championship, it's a championship. You know,
see, like right now, last year, you had 3 different champions. That segment's the 9-year-old division. You had Duval Magnum team won the U Bowl. You had 8 Mile won the U Bowl, and you had High Point win the U Bowl. Okay, so now you got 3 damn champions within a 6-mile radius of each other. 8 Mile beat Magnum, and basically what I'm trying to say, High Point wouldn't be a champion if it doesn't eat a league. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as long as it's like this and people winning, they're not ever gonna join forces. And at the end of the day, everybody can say what they want to say. All this shit got to do with power and money. At the end of the day, all of
well, you gotta realize this
want
too,
to be in
Kel.
control.
That's just like this. 4A, 5A, 6A. Ain't nobody in the same division, but everybody's successful.
I get
it. I get it. I swear I get it.
I'm glad you said that, Casey. That's to my point. That's why I don't ever see it being back again. Right.
Yes.
You just validated my whole logic, what I'm saying.
Exactly.
People are not gonna go back to one league as long as they're
people ain't gonna do it, man.
It's not gonna happen.
Think about this, y'all. If Mobile had 4 schools, if Mobile had 4 high schools, they will be playing against each other every year in the playoffs. And it'll be what? 1 champion. But now I can see why they got it diverse. You know, we got 5As, we got 6As, we got 7As. So now we get more chances to win championships. And then back, a couple years ago, we had 2 4A schools in the Mobile County Public School, Williamson and Viger. So Viger won a 4A championship because of the different divisions. If Viger was still the big old Viger, man, it would have been hard as hell for them folks to win. Telling you. But you know, I like what they doing up there on them Sundays. I ain't gonna lie, I love it. I'm for it 1,010%. And we gonna do.
I ain't gonna lie, I love it too, KT. I like it. I like what they're doing. Like I said again, shout out to Sims and Tomerville, man. They the one started. They were just up there on their own.
Look at this picture here, Kel, from Sunday when it was a rainbow.
I was sitting in the truck. I was sitting handling some business in the truck, and then I walked out there, and I seen y'all on the sideline, and then I got a call. I had to run back to the house, so that's why that would keep me this Sunday. And then this Sunday, the 251 Buckeyes going to Montgomery to play on MBK. So we ain't gonna be up that Sunday, but I ain't gonna lie, man. Them couple of Sundays kind of helped Red them out a lot playing against older kids. You know, Red them just 7, 8. Them kids 9 they was playing against, and they beat a 9-year-old team up there that one Sunday.
And then and think about this though, Kel, it get them accustomed to being out there playing on a Sunday, competing on a Sunday.
Right. But you know the most I liked about them being out there? Most of these kids have never played on a real field with hash marks, so they don't even know what the
don't even know how to line up on the hash mark. They don't know how to line up on the bottom of the number.
They don't even know how to line on the right, exactly, because they used to play on field. Half of them ain't even marked. So when you tell them line up on the right hash, they're like, "What you mean, coach?" You know, some coaches don't even teach that kind of stuff. They don't have it at their parks to teach it. You know? But why you ask that? You know, that's the time to teach them kids, you know, certain stuff that they wouldn't learn at a regular park.
Oh yeah. Tell you, man, it's just a great time to be here, especially about to be in a position of leadership where we can make these things happen. You know, the people that's been stopping it, now the people can okay it. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Right.
and it's only gonna make it better. Because now, you know, we can become the hub. Everybody want to come out this way anyway. You know, our facilities out here are open more to the public than anywhere else. So man, we just got to take advantage and utilize it, and pretty much just be there to support. And then, Kel, man, you can see it. The coaches be needing input from the veteran coaches every now and then. You know, I know you helped them a couple
Right.
times. I helped
And
Row a couple times. You know, at the end of the day, man, it's
yeah,
all about giving back to the kids. Just like you say, no arguments, no disputes. Everybody talking to each other. Ain't nobody saying, man, I don't fool with that.
it's
This so and
basically
so.
help.
It ain't none of that going on. You know, out there, whole lot
Well,
of
it's, you
teaching.
know, you gonna always have some beef going on amongst grown folks who don't like each other. But
Yeah,
at the end of the day, it's for the betterment of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not
yeah,
about us grown ups. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm quite sure some
yeah,
people don't like me, and there's some people I know I don't really too much care for. I mean, but I still
yeah,
can be around them in a room and conduct
yeah,
myself as a man.
exactly.
Just cause I like you don't mean I have to hang with you. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I mean, I've been going through that my whole life. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna always go
yeah.
through that. Like I'm not gonna. That's like at work. It may be some people I don't like at work, but I'm not gonna stop them from letting me make my
I'm
bag.
telling
You
you.
know what I'm saying? They're not gonna stop me from getting my money. Just cause we don't like each other don't mean we don't gotta. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta be in your face. Cause one thing I ain't gonna do is act like we cool. I ain't gonna dap you
Exactly.
up. I don't do that friendly shit like
None of
that. You
that.
know what I'm
None
saying?
of that. None at all.
That's not gonna stop me from either helping kids
Or
or
being
getting
in
to
the
my
same
bag. You know what I'm
environment
saying?
as you.
Right. Exactly.
I could be out
Exactly.
there around you. I ain't
Right.
speaking to you. I ain't talking to you.
Right.
You know, none of
You
that.
stay your way, I stay mine. Exactly.
Exactly. And
You stay your way, I stay mine.
that happened when we was down in Foley. One particular person I didn't get along with. I ain't gonna speak to you. I ain't gonna say nothing to you. I ain't gonna even look
I
at
know. I know. And but guess what? You know, as a man, I don't pick sides. So, you know, I spoke. What you know what I'm saying? Like
you. Yeah,
that don't
exactly. Exactly. Just cause me and them got
but
beef, don't mean you gotta
you
have
know, I
beef
know how
with
to,
them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
Casey, but you know,
Even if I
I know how to
got
read
beef
the
with
room.
you,
One
I'm
thing about it,
always be respectful. I'm definitely
I know how to read the room.
yeah.
I be knowing what's what. I know how to read the room, but like at the end of the day,
Exactly.
I don't pick sides. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
Exactly.
fuck with you. I fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I mean, as men, it's friends I hang with that my other friend don't hang with. That don't mean I'm gonna be like, well, man, I ain't gonna hang with him. I mean, that's little boy shit. I'm grown. Like I know how to
Exactly.
separate the two. I know how to separate. This
Exactly.
my partner. This my partner. I ain't gonna act monkey because you around. I'm gonna speak what up, and that's what it's gonna be. It's
Yeah.
life.
Exactly.
I'm gonna treat
Cause
everybody like
I know a bunch of
time,
niggas
bro.
who cool with me, hang with people I know don't like me, but I wouldn't be the man say, hey, man, that nigga don't like me, don't hang with him. Man, that's 7-year-old shit. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
hey, I ain't mad because you hang with him.
I'm
I
telling
love
you.
everybody and want everybody to succeed and get some money.
Well,
Right. That we just said. We just said, Q.
Yeah.
tell you, you know, and
KC,
my thing, you know, if
you
it
can see
ever
your
come down, my thing is this, and even though I might do have beef with them, if it ever come down to squashing, we can squash it. We can squash it, and be, man to man. But evidently they don't want to squash it. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I ain't finna. I'm not, because I didn't talk about you. So at the end of the day, I'm not even on that type of time. And people get mad at me because of my opinions, because I do the research, because I'm in the know-how, on a whole lot of this stuff. We get on this show and talk, and I just know a lot of stuff when it comes to a lot of stuff on this show. And sometimes I call people out, sometimes I don't. It really how I be feeling on that day, for real. Some things I just let go, And then I know some people like, oh, he didn't say nothing about that on the show. It ain't meant for people to know everything, This ain't no soap opera where we get on here just gossiping. No, whenever that topic come up and we feel like talking about it, we'll talk about it. But it ain't gonna be something that we just gonna sit up here and just, oh yeah, man, I remember this. No, we ain't trying to get no brownie points. knowing stuff. You know, I never forget when Coach Shit was at Media Day. He had just got a foreign exchange kid, and he said, "Man, you didn't say nothing about it at Media Day." I said, they got to get out and come around to the school like I do. Well, I look like telling them everything. You know, so at the end of the day, you know, some of the stuff you have to keep to yourself. You know, and especially in the media. You know, so that's why man, I'm glad I'm hopefully about to move up, to a higher spot, to help more people, grown and little kids. You know, we've been helping kids forever. You know, nobody been helping the grown folks. You know,
They put the elders in and we forget about.
Yeah, and nobody been helping the grown folks. And Kel, boy, you and Q, I know you probably remember. We ain't never had no mayor or nothing that preacher that supported nothing that was going on.
Not especially not for you. Like we said, at the 8 Mile Park been whooping ass across the whole damn country. 8 Mile Park a few years ago was the scary what y'all you say, Kel, the scariest name in youth football? I think he fell off, but yeah, they used to say 8 Mile Park the scariest name in youth football across the country, man. Them folks never went out there. The park's still raggedy as hell. The same concession stand been there since the 60s. If you look hard enough, you can see whites on and on that motherfucker. It's in segregation. They never supported nothing. Even like when they win the championship, they have to go to Mobile and get recognized. Teams for Pritchard being recognized in Mobile.
Yeah, but my thing is this, man. We're gonna get better. And my thing, a lot of people think, KT gonna be telling everything that man, I ain't got nothing to do with what them people doing up there. I don't care how they run a city council meeting. I don't care about none of that until we get up there. Because why we gonna sit there and talk about what they not doing, that's gonna divert us from what we should be doing once we get there. And then we end up looking just like them, and the people be saying the same stuff about us. So at the end of the day, you don't expect me to smudge any candidate, anything like that. All I'm gonna talk about what we doing. I ain't calling out nobody names and all that. No. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you what we gonna do and what I've seen not being done. Other than that, we ain't gonna just sit there and harp on this. I was tagged in a post today. They was talking about some fees. We gonna change the fees. We got to change the fees. We can't. Some of this stuff has got to change.
Yeah, you got to stop making it easy for outsiders to be residents of Pritchard, and you making it hard for the residents of Pritchard to be residents of Pritchard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then at some point, some people need to be grandfathered in based off of their production.
Production, exactly.
Yeah.
There's no way this man can rehab 15 homes for the elderly, and we not gonna sit there and talk about how he did it or why he did it and the ins and outs of it. So don't expect KT to be uneducated. I know y'all thinking that's what it is, but no, we got every resource.
And we got people in place. Whatever I'm weak in, I'm gonna have somebody that's strong in that position. Y'all, It's gonna take an administrative team, not one person. See, here go the thing. The mayor's just the CEO, overseer.
Yeah, you gotta have good workers.
That person shouldn't be the first line of defense. It's a chain of command.
Exactly.
Have you talked to the department or whatever? Have you talked to that department? Have you talked to this director?
Mm-hmm.
Have you talked to this chief? Because it's gonna be all over. And you don't work your way up to the chain of command. If you don't get the right answer, then we'll get to you. Put me in the office. Oh yeah, come on. But we gotta have quality, whatever.
Send your resume.
I'd rather have 8 strong workers than 25 sorry ones. I'd rather have 8 people knowing what they're supposed to be doing than 25 people guessing what they're doing today. Well, I hope we ain't got to go. No, we going down there to fix that pothole over there on 8th. You know what I'm saying? We got to departmentalize the departments.
Yeah.
It got to be immediate supervisors that when something wrong with the street, you call the street supervisor.
Right.
Director.
The housing.
Street supervisor tell you something you don't like, then you go to the, and then you ain't got to go from the street supervisor to the mayor. No, have you talked to the other ones?
Right. Big shout out to Preacher Housing. Big shout out to Preacher Housing.
I'm gonna tell you this. I don't care how young you are. If I feel like you can get the job done at 22, 23, come on. I was a young coach, so I know how effective some people are. In their early stages of life, because some of them that discipline. Some of your older people get lazy and undisciplined. That's why you become ineffective. But I'm telling you, man, this stuff right here, y'all get used to seeing that in preaching with KT as well. And then get ready to see the indoor facility come to preach. And some people say, man, don't be telling them people. No, y'all want to be the mayor. Tell me how y'all gonna get one here.
Right.
Maybe I can get facilities here that's gonna draw people in. Y'all, it's white and black people out there at this event up at Blunt. White and black. It ain't no color.
Ain't got nothing to do with color. Got everything to do with class.
You got the top, you ain't got number black kids out there. Bornhauser just got drafted by the OKC. Y'all, people wanted to, man, KT, man, why you pushing Bornhauser so much? That white boy can't do this. Now the white boy is the only one from this area to get drafted.
In the draft in the NBA.
Okay, why you pushing Riley Leonard so hard? Man, Riley Leonard ain't better than this person, that person. Why Riley Leonard get drafted?
Yes,
So at the end of the day, miss me with the black and white when you talking about kids. Because that lets me know your educational level.
And when you talking about helping people.
Exactly.
We not just helping black people, we helping anybody need help.
Anybody. But don't get mad if we tell you your kid need to go back to the drawing board.
We just helped you.
Exactly.
We just helped.
Time is money, and wasted time don't make no money. Wasted time don't make no money. So if time is money, you better be producing. Or have a great plan at producing. Big Blunt checking in. Man, y'all represent y'all schools today.
Yeah, you see that coach? That man said he think his son the best cornerback in the city. And Julian McDonald, number 9 Theodore. You see, he registered for the count.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get ready. And guess what? I know Juju gonna come out there and put his hands on some folks. And if your kid if you think your kid better, he needs to be out there.
I'm gonna tell y'all people at Viger and at Blunt, if y'all don't have y'all kids out there now, don't be mad when we start doing these city programs and we don't allow your kids to come. Whoa. Don't be mad when we open up to everybody, and then now y'all got to meet deadlines within the city. That's a problem. That's a problem I got.
We're trying to bridge everything.
If you're a Vital Blunt coach, I need to be hearing from you. Because how we gonna have a major event in the city of Pritchard and we don't have Pritchard kids there?
We ain't got no Pritchard kids there.
Make it make sense. Now Blunt got kids in there. Where the Viger kids at?
Come on now.
That's all I got to say about it.
Come on now. And don't let this be one of them cultural issues that like you remember that year cultural issues knocked Blunt out the playoffs. So don't be that culture issue. You got to sacrifice. It is what it is. KT been talking about sacrifice for 2 or 3 hours. When KT get in the mail, he gonna have to sacrifice. So you need to sacrifice and go and get your kids up there.
Telling you. Y'all gonna want KT to do this and KT to do that. Tell you now. Don't take people for granted because they love a particular place. And y'all, this is one of the reasons why we need a preacher man in Pritchard right now. We need somebody from Pritchard that know the shortcuts, the pathways, the hot spots, and the low spots, if you know what I mean. So at the end of the day, you know, just like I say, and can walk in those streets.
Probably.
You can go in any neighborhood, anywhere in Pritchard. I don't know a neighborhood I can't walk in. So, you know,
and we're gonna do that. Walk with the mayor. The echo what you say, walk with the mayor. We're gonna get in shape together.
Tell you, come on, walk with the mayor. We're gonna walk the new trail.
We're gonna hit that trail. Walk with the mayor.
Walk the trail.
We're gonna walk the trail back. What it was you talking about over there by that they didn't put that trail back there in Whistler Light?
Yeah, we're gonna walk the trail. Come walk with the man and talk. Y'all want to know what's coming to Pritchard? Come on, walk and talk.
Come on, walk the trail. We're gonna set that date real soon. Y'all come on out there and walk. I'm definitely gonna come out there and walk.
Tell you. Come find out what's coming to Pritchard. What we plan on bringing here.
Come tell us the problems in Pritchard.
Telling you.
Yeah, come out there. You want something done about a problem? Come tell us. And guess what? Right now we got the leverage to put pressure on. We're not waiting till KT get in there. We want things done right now. So if you got a problem right now, come on, tell the man and let us show you how he works.
Exactly.
Let us show you that we're gonna get things done. You ain't gotta wait.
I'm gonna tell you what I saw last night, Q. I saw the community policing already in place. I saw the police officer sitting on Mass Street yesterday. I'm talking about sitting on the block.
And pretty police, when they were talking bad on y'all name, I want y'all to know I was the first one that went to war for y'all.
Yeah.
Tell the truth, shame the devil. And when them folks was like, "Oh, Pritchard, don't do this," I said, "Y'all lying on them folks." I said, "Y'all just talking about what has happened in the 90s and the early 2000s. That ain't got nothing to do with them folks that's over there. Them folks over there that's working hard." And then, god dang, I be not even 48 hours later, you see the young boy rescue the girl with the bat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I done seen Pritchard over there trying to make a difference. I done seen Major Hill out there. Man, y'all don't see how much time Major Hill put in. Major Hill, I don't know how he still make it, because eventually you gotta sleep. Every major crime in Pritchard, Major Hill there. Every time you get a 911 call, man, the man gotta come from wherever he at, and he show up no matter what. Major Hill out there really doing it, man. And big shout out to all the Pritchard police really doing it.
Oh yeah. Man, it's gonna be a major thing y'all gonna see happen right before y'all gonna say KT said it. And one thing about this show, the people on this show know if KT said it, it's probably gonna happen. Y'all, we don't waste time on energy on this show just saying stuff. Sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it works against you. But we allow you the opportunity to make a decision before. You know, we tell you what you need to be doing. Then when you go do it, we praise you and all that. That's just like with the 7-on-7 situation. When Saraland wins the South Alabama, but when Saraland loses the Viger, everybody say 7-on-7 don't matter. Why it don't matter now?
Yeah, we just was singing y'all praise.
Praising y'all. We were just saying nobody could beat you. Yeah, this is what I said, Q. We can't target on them kids because I don't think they're ready for it.
I agree with you.
They go out there and Viger does the Viger to them. And everybody say 7-on-7 no matter.
But Coach, you seen what I sent you?
A few minutes ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that picture of that kid. That's the kid.
Not the picture, the video and the commentary up on. About the
talking about back in the day.
That wasn't that long ago. I feel the same way about those people, and that's the only thing I got to say about that. But we can keep going.
But my thing is this: we got to know especially in these big games. So I'm telling y'all, you know, the night when I said don't make me pick Jackson by 21, y'all, a lot of the people think we be hating. Y'all, we be done saw something
Huh?
that hadn't been discovered yet. So when it gets discovered, now everybody in shock. I told y'all it was something missing. Then Viger go out there and beat them bad, and everybody looking crazy. It don't mean they're not gonna be a good team. It means that what I saw got exposed. It got exposed bad. I'm talking about it was bad. Sarah Land is 1 touchdown in that game.
25-8.
So and Viger dropped 2 bombs. I'm talking about boy, Viger dropped 2 bombs in that game.
Yeah. Saraland has always, over the last 10 years, had the more team speed on defense to match up. I don't see it. I don't see it. Coach said KTV not trying to get them Jim's, but hey, coach, they just seen it. Viger ran by him, coach.
Yeah, they did. They did.
So it ain't like I'm just dropping no. Man, Viger ran by them folks and around them and through them, and
here it is.
They couldn't run.
Right here. Here it is, Hugh. Here it is.
Man, come on. They're the more explosive team. What they like? You're not even in the picture. You're not even in the picture. And coach, that LJ catch, there's an underrated throw and that's an underrated catch because he was behind both of them.
I'm gonna add salt to the wound. EJ Gales didn't even play that game.
Come on, coach.
EJ Gales was at the Fellowship of Christian Athletes camp up in Tuscaloosa.
The reason why that LJ catch for me was so like gonna be prominent this season because them 2 balls was working. Now they playing hard now. Saraland playing hard like a normal Saraland team, but they was trying to catch up so bad that they just ran by the play.
Yeah.
You know, and then you see Dylan Jackson, man, they not even in the picture. They not even the picture.
I gotta play that again. That get your blood going, that boy. That get your blood going right here, kid.
Behind. Look at that big old boy faster than everybody on the field. And then look at Money Man. Yeah. Y'all ain't been doing no jump rope.
All I can say is this, if you know, Sarah got the money man, but Viger got the whole bank.
Money Man back there goddamn was upset.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen it,
that right there put some transfer thoughts in your head real quick.
Man, look, I told Money Man to transfer. Her dad to come out, so I know they love Saraland. You know, I keep it real. But I told them to transfer. I said, hey man, y'all need to get together and move to Viger.
I'm gonna tell you this. You can look at Moody. Moody has a loaded team. Montgomery Catholic has a loaded team. Leeds has a loaded team. Central Clay got a whole county. I'm gonna say that again to everybody in the back. Central Clay County is the whole county of Clay County. It ain't no other high school in Clay County. And Viger Wilson really just lucky to be amongst them people. Because if you really don't think so, look at the 6A. And y'all, the larger the schools get, y'all, the more and more talented it is. Look at Parker. Look at Clay Chalkville.
They huge. Them 7A schools. Them kids, 5 kids away from being 7A.
These schools are city schools.
Mm-hmm.
It's Birmingham City. Clay Chalk, Chalkville City, Chalk, whatever it is out there, city.
Mm-hmm.
Oxford City.
Maryland.
Pike Road City. So, y'all, these people, man, West Jackson, man, we had a Pritchard City.
Man, we said that it's over with. Y'all wouldn't win nothing.
Put a big P out there with a big old gold P out there. That's all
What we gonna call it? PU. Pritchard University. Sailing, you might as well get rid of them.
Tell you.
Think y'all can't run reclassification next year? Yeah. And if what gotta happen for St. Paul's to go back down?
Oh, for them not to win a playoff game.
St. Paul's don't win. Well, they're gonna be in 6A. But they've been going deeper than everybody, so it ain't like they scared of y'all. Shit, I think St. Paul.
Well, Q, we gotta get our people ready for us covering the whole state.
Right.
This year, y'all, we cover the whole state.
Right.
So you might not get your name called out the whole week. So y'all, the showcase is very important for those kids. It ain't gonna be like it, y'all. We might get on an Oxford versus Leeds game or Oxford versus Central Clay game, and not even mention your school that week.
And Carver and Auburn and all them guys up in that region, man. Come on.
Be good, y'all.
You know, 7A, just man, Mary G.
Think about Benjamin Wilson, Spain Park.
I think we're gonna be covering
early.
You know,
I'm telling you, you might not get your school mentioned this year.
If Mary G beat Daphne real bad, why we going to see a school that may or may not win a playoff game if these folks go in the top 5 and 7A?
Tell you, man, it's gonna
they ain't
be
lost a region game in 2-3 years, right?
Huh?
Mary G, they ain't lost a region game in 2 or 3 years.
Well, you know they did. They did that first year. Remember, they started off 0-5, 0 and some.
Yeah, last 2 years they haven't lost a region game. So if they go out there and they beat a loaded Pace team from Florida, man, come on. And they got what? South Florida commit, Mississippi State commit. They got you finna have an Auburn commit over there. Come on.
You know, ain't in bad shape too. They got a Mississippi State commit, and we don't know what JJ Bush going today.
Yeah, I need to get my clothes. At 5. Oh yeah, you know, Bush, my boy, I can't miss that. Both of mamas invited me. Big up to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Big up to Shaniqua, and I want to give mamas like Shaniqua they props, man. Them kids, them who out there, you know, them real team moms out there. Cap and Corday mama, them folks really taking care of kids that ain't theirs, you know what I'm saying? But they there. Out there feeding kids and housing kids and making sure kids watching film and sewing shit together and all that shit. So big up to Shaniqua and her folks, man. I really love that, man. And that's what it's gonna take to stop the violence. I'm big on that from going forward, coach. So y'all gonna get tired of hearing me say that. Stop the violence, man. Don't shoot your brother, man. Let's talk about it.
You know, I'll tell you, man, we got to give. And some people say, man, you got to watch out for the YN. The YNs won't love too.
They want love too, and they don't want to kill each other. It's just that we got low impulse control and bad decision making skills, and sometimes people don't understand what they're doing, and it's a lot of things to talk about, and that's why, you know, cause I got to sit down. You know, I said I'm gonna sit down with all the gangs in the city. You know, you might well go and get ready to come on out there with me. Next Tuesday, we sitting down one of the biggest gangs in the city and the leadership, and we're gonna try to, you know, try to get some of this stuff resolved, man. Get these guns put up for the rest of the summer, and you ain't gotta kill them. If you know that I'm not looking for you, man, don't you be looking for me, man. And let's stop the violence, man. Let's stop, man. And we almost lost a good kid, man, and I'm just tired of it. So that's just what I'm on, man.
Wolfpack checking in. Everybody else keep checking in. Big Blunt checking in. I'm going back through the y'all represent y'all Y'all tell all you preacher people that can vote in preacher. Theodore got kids registered. Oh yeah, definitely. Coach Norville. Out there at Theodore, they got some in. Kendrick Abel, one of the top running backs in the state of Alabama, one of the top in the Southeast, is one of the kids in the number. Jacoby Snow.
And his daddy told me he think his son the best running back in the city. So, you know, he getting the offers to prove it. He got the 4.0 to prove it. It's 3 things you can do
I'm
to
gonna tell you this.
guarantee your success.
QQ, I'm gonna say this before it even happens. When we say that kid is the best running back, if he is the best running back, can't nobody argue because you had the same opportunity that kid had.
They come and show out. That's why they call it the showcase. You can't hide case. It ain't no hide case.
Don't nobody want to say, "Oh boy, I got somebody better than that." No, why did he come to the showcase?
Why he ain't come to showcase? If this kid got 7 offers and you gonna come out there and run faster than him, you gonna come out here and do the drills better than him. How many offers you think you gonna get?
Come on.
But y'all know what it is. Most of y'all, we just gonna say what the elephant in the room. Y'all ain't better than these kids. Soon as we said the best DB, Julian McDonald, daddy went and signed his kid up and sent the receipt. Man, them folks standing behind their children. Man, come on, you better stand behind yours.
You know,
you can't stand in front of them.
I just like the fact that you know, people always got somebody else, but ain't nobody coming to compete against the people.
But you can have them, but you can't show up. It ain't nothing. You know, you can't play for money with one person. You know what I'm saying? Can't play for money. The money go just get the money to the one.
I'm gonna tell y'all this, and some of y'all might need to take heed to what I just said. What I'm about to say. Y'all, it's some kids. They got offers this year. Because they were simply better than other kids.
Come on.
And the college coach's question to us was, if you could only take one, who would it be? And a lot of kids got offers. A lot of kids this year got offers based off of if they could just only take one kid. Who would that one kid be? JJ Bush name came up plenty of times as being the only kid. So I'm telling you, man, a lot of other kids' names came up. Chris Leatherwood as being the only kid, and not saying they weren't recruiting the other kid, you know, other kid, but it was just 2 kids that they named. If it came down to these 2 kids, which one would you take? And I'm telling you,
and Coach, you know, to go a step further, what you're saying, it start off with, you know, we send the big list out and we send the top 5 in their position. And sometimes they might be like, hey, these 2, you know, pick one. And you know, our money and our name on the line if we miss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I and I want you to understand that and what's going on with the climate of college football, if y'all know what's going on, and I ain't gonna call nobody's name out, if I tell them to take this kid and this kid don't pan that and the other kid go to a JUCO route or because they probably didn't get that big offer and they end up making it, do you know how bad that looks on you?
Yeah.
That so I'm letting you know now. Don't ask me to say if you gotta ask me if your kid the best, he not the best. If you gotta ask me who I'm saying or who I'm picking, then your kid not the best. Cause whoever is the best, I guarantee you, I talk to them. They parents know that that's how I feel about them. So it is what it is.
My thing is this, 2, if you're in the same region, don't ask us about a kid at a school that's in the same region. You know,
we ain't doing that at all.
We ain't trying to give y'all no bulletin board material. You know, we not on y'all staffs. So we don't answer like you want us to. It's probably because y'all in the same division, asking about a kid in the same division. Now, just say if we talking about Jameson Roberts and his dad asked us about Gunnar Rivers, we'll talk about that. Landon Duckworth, somebody they ain't got to play. Gunnar Rivers, somebody they definitely ain't got to play. And Landon Duckworth is somebody they definitely ain't gonna stop them from making the playoffs. So y'all stop trying to manipulate the system. Some of y'all be moving like females, trying to gain information so that your kid won't have to go through that. Your kid gonna go through it. Your kid gonna go through it. So stop trying to
You
prevent that
gotta go through it.
and teach your kid how to deal with adversity.
And that's the thing. You can't run from it. It's only one way through. That's to graduate. You got to graduate that
I
level.
don't need no vague people asking us who the better quarterback, Sammy Dunn or AJ Dinkins. No, that's
No,
not a
we're not making that comparison.
yeah, we're not making
Because if we was to break that down, we got to tell you all the trade secrets. So no, we're not even going to go that route.
No, we're not doing that. That might help you beat them. No, and make the playoffs and be a 1 seed, and it might knock them down to a 3 seed, and they got to travel. No, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, we don't want to jeopardize the integrity of the game.
Play a significant role in you making the playoffs because we know when you get there at 6A, it's gonna be a Park, Clay Charlesville, Oxford, Muscle Shoals, and a Pike Road waiting on you. And in 5A, it's gonna be a Moody, Montgomery Catholic, Leeds, and a Central Clay. And believe me, Montgomery Catholic and Central Clay beat everybody down here.
Yeah, and we not telling Williamson how to beat Central Clay. That's y'all job. That's what y'all get paid for.
Yeah. Y'all, we do cover the whole state now. So I'm telling you, be careful of the question that you may ask us, and you might not get the full answer.
You might not like the response you get either, but we're gonna keep it real with you. We're not gonna jeopardize our integrity for your feelings.
Telling you. And everybody talk about Moody. Moody and Leeds were 2 big games. They played twice. Y'all, there were 2 big games up on that.
And Coach, that is about our rivalry in 5A. It ain't no rivalry. If you ain't played twice in the last 5 years, it ain't no rivalry.
It's no damn rivalry.
It ain't nothing like a rivalry. Ain't nothing close to a rivalry. It's big brother and little brother.
Tell you. And then get what? Little brother get the best of them sometimes.
Yeah, it's just time.
It ain't nothing wrong with your school getting an upset.
Exactly.
It ain't nothing wrong with your school getting an upset. And y'all brag on them and they lost. You upset them. That's what you're supposed to do. Somebody got a little bit bigger than the other one. You know? If I was Williamson, I would rather be the underdog than being the top dog and lose to
him. Hey, Coach, I'm blowing up right now. Let me, one of these calls I gotta take. I'm back in.
I gotta get ready to get out of here. We gotta get ready.
Yeah, that's why I say I might not be back. I'm going crazy. So I'm Coach Q. I love everybody. Stop the violence, Coach. I see you down there.
All right,
love y'all.
All right, man. But yeah, man. Man, we getting ready. Yeah, we headed to see. I call him the football maniac on the field. My football highlight reel. Talking about this guy right here. Boy, I can't wait. Telling you. JJ Bush, one of y'all. I know some people say, KT, man, you got favorites. Hell yeah, I got favorites. Yeah, I got favorites. Come join the favorites list. Y'all, these kids done went through the rigors of this stuff, y'all. JJ Bush as an 8th grader used to come train with us. So y'all, we know the intangibles in the temperament of this kid. So it ain't like we hope the weather's straight for Sunday. Yeah, we out on turf, so it ain't gonna do too much damage. Tell Tell you. I hope the rain blow over like it did the last couple weeks out there at Blunt. Tell you, Blunt is a unique place. Sit down in a hole and rain. I'm telling you, it rarely rains out there. But if it does, y'all, we on turf. Tell you. We went by Viger the other day. It was raining and Viger was still practicing. Telling y'all, y'all got to play Viger. I'm telling you. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know how good the consistency gonna be. All I'm telling you, what type of team they got right now. The team that you don't want to line Theodore is another team you don't want to line in front of y'all. They will hit you. If you got one of them teams that don't like getting hit, I'm telling you, you're gonna find out that night. Say Theodore is my dark horse, and y'all don't be surprised if they upset a lot of people. And some people say it wasn't no upset. Yeah, it's gonna be an upset because in class 5, in class 6, y'all, we only got one team down here in the Super 6 as of today. Y'all, we ain't ranking number 42 teams. Each week it's gonna be a Super 6. It's gonna be a Super 6. We ain't gonna put no numbers by it. It's gonna be a Super 6, and we gonna have some knocking at the door. We gonna do that all season. That's something new that we bring in statewide. A lot of teams knocking on the door for the Super 6. I mean Super 6 right here. Several other teams. Y'all, we gonna break it down one night on the show. But y'all see how it's been lately. I've been trying to do night shows, and man, running for office ain't for the week. I can tell you that. It's something different. I ain't gonna lie. It's something totally different. Tell y'all, man. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of the speech that we came in on. Let y'all hear a little bit of that, and y'all will be right back.
You gave us a speech about your platform, and you sounded like a coach. So I present this to you. Youth engagement and education. Given the challenges faced by many young people in Pritchard, what programs and initiatives will prioritize to support youth development, improve educational outcome, and provide a pathway to success?
Number one, education is paramount. We need to develop relationships with the principals, the staffs at the elementary, high schools in our city. All the middle schools are outside our city. We need to try to work with the school system to try to get us a middle school or bring our middle school kids back, because that's when they're learning all of these bad habits, because they're leaving their own neighborhoods. If you never lived in Pritchard, you wouldn't know that. So the University of Mobile sits in the city limits of Pritchard, and not one mayor has went on that doggone campus. So we need to start pulling those kids from the University of Mobile into the plan for the city of Pritchard. Pritchard is failing because we don't have college-ready people in the city of Pritchard running this city, college graduates running this city. We're winging it. We've been winging it too long. So youth programs, Park and Rec is paramount. Pritchard Stadium is sitting there, one of the most prestigious stadiums in the country. The only stadium in the state of Alabama that had a national championship team play in it. We need to bring that back. We need to bring the pride back to Pritchard, not Mobile. Too many Mobile people got say-so in Pritchard. So at the end of the day, we need a Pritchard person that know what these kids need, that visit these campuses. Mr. Woods have never seen a mayor from the city of Pritchard in the last 4 years. We need to change that. Viger High School has seen some every now and then, But we got to get consistent. Before we go up in the city hall, we need to stop by our school and visit and see that our schools are low performing and find a resolution so we can fix it.
That was brought to you by the people to elect Kelvin Thornton for mayor. Telling you, man. Great time to be here, y'all. Telling you, it's gonna be good, man. Telling you. I said, man, I ain't missing a show. We're gonna do one in the daytime today. We're gonna do a daytime show. Oh yeah, man, and y'all know I mean it. Y'all been on this show long enough to know. One thing about KT, and one thing I'll tell you if I'm joking, and I wasn't joking. I was not joking, y'all. That's serious. Y'all, I say it all the time. I wouldn't have made it without my coaches. Y'all, I'm telling you, I wouldn't have made it in life if it wasn't for my coaches. My coaches put me on the road to success, and y'all, we got to do a better job of putting kids on the road to success. But man, I am too excited about what's about to take place. Running for mayor, man, I'm telling you. On every show, y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up talking about the mayor's race. Some people say, man, you know, and you know, if you know somebody from Pritchard, tell them to come watch the show, and you can get, you know, you can ask questions, and y'all know I'm gonna answer the question. One thing about me, question and answer period is definitely gonna happen. Tell you, man, I'm too excited about what's right here at the doorstep. Somebody is knocking at the. Hold on, let me delete that one. That ain't the one I need. But it's right on the doorstep, and I can't wait. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Knocking at the door. Yeah, man. Appreciate it, Mr. Roberts. Tell you, man, y'all, man, we want to. Pritchard is the second largest city, but making the least impact on our youth, man. We should be right behind Mobile, but we not. You know, we not even on the spectrum. And we got to get back on the radar, man. We like a plane flying with no radar system. Tell you, man, we gonna make it relevant again. And it's gonna take more than talking to do it. You know, just like I say, every opportunity we get to do a show, I don't care what time of day it is, we gonna record some to show y'all the dedication that we got, that we gonna have to the show. I'm starting to get my schedule kind of in order. I thought I would have had time in the evenings. Cancel that, cause y'all, I have daytime campaigns and nighttime campaigns. Tell you, one night we ain't get finished at like 2 in the morning, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I had to get up the next day to go officiate. Then we did it again the next night. So I'm telling you, we ain't been dodging here on the show. We just been busy trying to get all that situated. But I'm excited, man. I'm telling you. It's gonna be fun, y'all. It's gonna be fun. Gonna be fun to see. Fun to see and fun to be. It's gonna be fun being a male preacher. Who we got coming on? Kel. Yeah, Kel.
Whatever. My bad.
Yeah, you good.
I'm out here in the
You
backyard
good, man.
cutting grass and stuff.
Oh yeah. Tell you, man. Talking about this race, getting ready for it. Tell you, it's gonna be interesting.
What you got about 8 weeks? 8 weeks to the election, to the
Yeah, it's coming up quick. It's coming up. Gotta start. And you know, I rode the city. I rode the entire city. I did every street. Every street that's on the map, kid. Every street.
I sure hope you pull it, man. I really do.
It's gonna be rage, man, because Cam, that's a lot of stuff y'all been wanting to do, man. Now we're gonna be able to do it. You know, we're gonna be able to have the real support of the city. You know what I'm saying?
The city definitely need a change, man. Definitely need a change, man. Been need that for years.
I ain't saying nothing against what they do. You know how some people be like, yeah, man, I'm gonna do something different. No, you don't need to talk about them people. Them people did the best that they could do. You know, they did the best that they could do. You know, it don't make no sense to talk about it. You ain't gonna change, you know, what they did.
Yeah. Talking about it ain't gonna do nothing. In order to make change, you gotta show and tell.
You know, our expertise in sports. They expertise in something else. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, we can't knock what they good at. We good at sports. And we gonna make sure the kids have everything they can.
Right.
Yeah. That's something everybody gonna agree. And you know, Q was talking about bringing everything, man. No, let them people do it the way they've been doing it the last couple Sundays. I don't see no reason why this right here shouldn't be looking like it's looking. They don't need no advice from nobody. If they ask you something, you tell them. Cause boy, they got that thing running smooth up there. That thing running smooth up there, blunt. Okay.
Oh yeah. That's why I said. I mean, I agree with you about certain stuff. You know, like you do, but why bring somebody in there to kind of taint it and change what it is? Right now, it's just raw.
Yeah. And me and you even talked about it. You know, it's stuff that the coaches are learning. Now you can get on the board and show a kid where he need to be at.
Right.
You know, now you can get on the board and tell him, hey, when you get to this point, I need you snapping the ball when he in motion. You know, now you got landmarks, you know, on the field compared to just, when you go in motion, count to 2 or 3 and then snap it. No, all that goes together once you make it to the high school level.
Right.
You know, so it's gonna be fun. You're gonna have a playbook for the left hash mark. You're gonna have a playbook for the right hash mark. You're gonna have a playbook for the middle of the field. And you're gonna be rarely right in the middle of the field. I don't care what nobody say. So everything can't be geared toward the middle of the field. But you know, go ahead, Caleb.
Oh no, I was just agreeing with
you. Yeah. You know, because one time, you know, you remember they was on the left hash mark, throwing the ball all the way to the right side. That was a 50-yard throw that went about 5 yards.
Yeah, remember? Yeah, I think that was Kenny, little boy. That boy made a hell of a throw.
He made a hell of a throw.
It was a 30-yard throw from the right hash mark to the left. I mean, from the left hash mark to the right, but they ain't gained him a 5 yards because the way the route was. The route was too deep.
Yeah. And then you don't want to make that long throw. You want to throw the ball to the grass. You don't want to run and throw to the grass. Shoot. Or you want to, you know, just throw a hitch route and let them make somebody miss with all that field.
And a lot of times that what was happening.
Yeah. You remember when little buddy caught that ball on there? The ball was on the left hash, and they threw that little hitch route. I mean, wasn't even hitch. He just threw it to the flat, and he just beat the man around the corner and turned and scored. So it's gonna be fun to see these next couple weeks up there. I know they say they got a couple more weeks and then they start practice. But a lot of them practice and still gonna do it on Sundays.
Right.
You know, that's why I say they don't need to be governed by nobody.
I don't think they do. Because then you're gonna have somebody coming out there changing all the stuff what they had was raw.
That's just like me. That's just like me having the showcase that we telling them, y'all need to do that, man. Do what y'all been doing. We're gonna get y'all in that end of the field down there. So y'all can keep doing what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Stuff, you know, just have the facilities ready. That's all we need. That type of government. Make sure all the paper picked up. That type of government. They don't know about telling them when to start, how to do it. Man, folks, when you allow people to do what they want to do, they're gonna do it correctly. It's gonna be efficient, and everybody gonna get along. Everybody gonna get along. So that's where the problem come in. Because some people don't want certain people talking to them. No, I know I wouldn't. I start something, and then now you want to come in telling us how to do it. No, that ain't right.
I leave it just like it is.
I
Y'all
love
want to bring your team and join, cool.
Tell you, if you don't, you'll hear about it every week. Tell you. I think I got a video from up there. Let me see if I got a video. I think I do. Little DJ and them out there killing folk.
And then Ryan out there, Ryan kind of like governor. If that's the case, it is somebody out there, somebody like Ryan. Yeah. Ryan out there, he like the referee, you know what I'm saying? He keeping up with the downs and everything. So
well, here it is right here. Y'all, here goes some highlights from it.
Let's go, Coach Ray. Take a man, me. Yeah! Woo! Let's go, Coach Ray. Take a man, me. Yeah! Over the top, Goose. Woo! Over the top, Goose. Woo! He had that ball. Fought with a bull. Now we ain't stay. We ain't stay.
Next year, man, we definitely gonna start that early, kid.
Man, little Trey went off on that first catch, man.
Well, you saw him. That was what we saying in space. Throwing to the grass.
What do?
What up, Nip? I ain't doing it out here in the backyard, cutting grass and cleaning out my barbecue grill for the 4th.
I know I'm be cutting grass tomorrow.
Yeah, I want to go and get it out because I got company coming in tomorrow. So
yeah,
go and get out the way today. Then I'm finna get ready to go take a shower in a minute, about an hour. Go down there and check JJ. See what JJ.
Oh, you coming down there too? Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know I coach JJ. I just got off the phone with him.
Yeah.
I'll be there too.
Yeah.
Soon as I get off work.
Oh, I'm talking
then,
about
Sunshine hit me up, said, Coach, what you doing on 4th of July? So I'm about to Chris that, man, I need you to slide through. He making his big announcement on the 4th of July. So
that is.
I said, man, I gotta go and support them boys, man. So if I don't do nothing but just leave the house for an hour, go there. I live right around the corner from Sunshine anyway, so
yeah.
Go right around the corner, check him out. See where he can end up going, play his college ball. I'm proud of them boys, man.
Tell you. Big things, man. Big things.
Yeah, man. Them kids, they work their butts off, man. They get what they get, man. Like I say, like I tell a lot of people, it take a lot of special things for all that stuff to happen, man. Coaching, parenting, great parents, everything, man. A lot of God's will, all that, man. So, like I say, man, I'm proud of them kids, man. They deserve it. Love the wood, all them kids, man. Them kids, you know. I had all them kids on one team one time. KT, Sunshine, Leatherwood, JJ, Zadarius Tudor, AJ was a quarterback. Who else? Meat Wagon, man. We had a loaded team that year, man. We could have.
Look, you gotta tell me. I'm listening to it.
Yeah, cause listen, we were deep, man. Like
you loaded, huh?
Bulldog from Theodore was on the team, man. We had a Ward was on that, man. That's what that year I coached them, man. We been there about 30 points, 40 points. And I'm talking about we used to beat Tank them like that. 8 Mile, 30. We beat 8 Mile U-Bowl like 36-6. We kicking ass. Like for real. DJ Broaden played. That's last. DJ just played football for the first time last year. The last time he played football was the year he played with us. DJ Broad, all of them on that same team, man.
Tell you, man, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. Seeing these kids get to where they going, seeing the reaction of the parents, putting in all that hard work, man.
That's I ain't gonna lie, KT. That's the parents putting in that work, man. Like I say, man. People say it don't take a village, man, but it do, man. I do, man. It take a lot of good things to happen for these kids for it all to work out like that.
And knowing who to listen to.
Because a lot can go wrong.
And knowing who to listen to.
Right. Because a lot can go wrong.
Or
you know, I know some kids who you thought were gonna be so enough fire kids that were gonna make it. They don't make it. So that's why I say, man, it's a lot of God's will. There's a lot of stuff that can. Some kids make it, some don't. Just it's part of it.
Yeah, but
everybody ain't graced with that opportunity, huh?
No, it ain't that they ain't graced with the opportunity. It's just that everybody's cards and everybody's path is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I done seen what kids burn out. Hell, I was one of them. I was a kid that played sports when I was 5 to 14. Man, you know, things happen. Shit, you know, a lot of life stuff happens to people. You know, and it's part of it.
Playing 2 sports early, boy, that's crucial, boy.
Man, try 3. When I was 5 years old, my mom had me in every sport. I played every sport, everything, football, everything. I was good, but like I said, got in them. You know, 1 year taking out, got in them streets. There you go. It can happen to the best. That's what I'm saying. It can happen to anybody. Happen to the best of them. I got some partners right now. Them boys, I know should have been in the NFL. Like I say, shit happen, man. Just don't be meant. You know it's more. You know it's more woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Oh boy,
in the streets than playing sports.
Boy, too many.
Man, I know some dude, man. I'm talking about for a fact should have been in the league or whatever. But that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah, boy. That's the way it goes. Yeah, Mac, man, you gonna have to come up there with us, Mac, on a Sunday.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a. I get off at 5. I make one. I know I get off at 4:30 today. I make one stop, then I'm heading that way.
Yes,
No,
sir.
I'm talking about on Sundays when we up at Blunt.
Oh, for sure. When I ain't working, I'm showed out. I'm showed out.
I know we're gonna have them out there again this Sunday. So they said they're gonna try to get more teams this week. So,
You know, on my schedule free. I'm all for the kids.
I'm telling you, man. They got to see us, y'all. They have to. You know,
Oh,
Knew the son saw me on Sunday, and I was messing with him. I said, man, you get an interception this week. And then I pulled out my little stash I had on. And boy, that mother went out there the first play and almost picked it off. I said, boy, it almost caught me some money that time.
Who that, KT?
Huh?
Who that?
Jay.
Oh.
Yeah, Jay almost picked it off first play. First play on defense. I said, Jay, get you another interception this week. I remember the week before, he picked it off to win the game.
Believe it or not, coach, that bright them kids day up. Like when they see us, like when they see you, me, Coach Holly, shot correction, all them, man, them kids light up.
They light up when they see KL too, man. Warren and all of them.
Oh yeah, they love Kel.
Yeah.
A lot of them kids grew up. A lot of them kids Kel coach.
Yeah, I used to coach up.
You said what?
I ain't coaching about 6 years. I used to coach.
Coach, I know because we played y'all. You
Who you play
always
for?
I played for Municipal. You was at 8 Mile then.
Yeah. You saying Age of Melvin? Them?
Yeah.
I
And
ain't
we
know
couldn't
that.
beat them. We couldn't beat them folks to save our life.
Oh no, hey man, and that's the crazy part. We weren't even loaded like that for real. We
And back then, the only team that kind of gave y'all a little run for y'all money was
Thither,
Tramiel back then. Was Tramiel.
no, Thither. It was Thither. We ain't never had no close game against Tramiel. Every time we played Tramiel, that was a 50 piece. You must talk about mixing them age group when they play
Yeah,
little Braylon.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
that's
mixed
mixing.
age group. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the only team that could get them from problems. Everybody else mixing them used to beat everybody. They used to beat them bad. Ooh, it's hot out here.
I wish I would have went on out there earlier. I said I got to get this show in because, kid, I'm telling you, being on these campaign, man, you don't leave some of these places to 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning.
Man, I'm gonna tell you when I knew a real VKT when you was on the show that night, man. You snored more than you was on the show that night.
Wow.
He ain't lying.
Man.
That's what I want to know. I want to know cause one day, I want to be able to run for something like that. How is that possible? You do this, do that, and you still be able to manage doing all that, man.
Time management. That's it. Like today, I knew JJ had this event, so I got to make sure I'm at JJ event. Any major event, I need to be there. In my capacity as who I am, plus in the capacity because you never know who you're gonna meet at these
Yeah.
events. So man, I'm telling you, I'd have been in a hole in the walls. Man, I'm telling you, I'd have been I'm talking about in the hood. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'd have been
But no,
everywhere.
it's just like anything you do in life. As a man, you gotta prioritize. Just like
Yeah, for real.
every morning when you get up, like me this morning, I know I had to go to Mississippi this morning, so I knew I had to go almost to Slidell. So guess what? I got up at 4:45. I hit Loosedale, crossed over. I hit past Christian, hit Slidell, came back down. I was back in Mobile at 8 o'clock. So that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta prioritize. You gotta know where you gotta be. That's in anything you do in life.
Yeah. But the other night, boy, I'm telling you, when I fell asleep, think about it, I had been in phone, all day in the sun. Forgot about the sun. Kel said, I don't know what you think about KT. One day in the sun will be enough.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, that sun to beat you down, man. That sun to make a man out you.
So I underestimated the sun factor, and then Viger was winning. So that made it even hyper. You know what I'm
I
saying?
told KT what I told you before I left KT. I said, man, that sun gonna get the best of you.
Yeah, you sure said it. You sure said it. You called it like it was yesterday. I tell you.
That sun gonna always be undefeated.
Man, come on.
Yeah, he had kicked me out, coach.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, man, it ain't no different, man. All I can tell you, don't change. People gonna be pulling on you to change. Man, I done had all type of elected officials call me, telling me how to run. I say, man, Pritchard is totally different. Now, if I was in your area, I could do it that way. But down here it's different, man. What I look like changing on the people in the hood just to be a mayor, and then I still live here. I can see if I wanted to pass a bias. See, them people can put on the show. They know they ain't staying long. I'm still gonna be here. So, I had to break it down to them, and then, they further understood. Because a lot of them people, man, they go so much, they can lie to somebody, and then them people don't see them for the whole time they in office. Because they be in and out of town anyway. That's the other part, man. The traveling. All the other stuff. So, Man, you know, going to going to Washington D.C., all them places, man. We're gonna be going. You know, attending events with the other mayors. I found out from the other mayors that the Pritchard mayor rarely participate. You know, in a lot of, and then our police chief and all that rarely participate in certain events. We got to have our presence in the room regardless. And you know, that's something me and Kel specialize in, Warren and all us specialize in. We can be around anybody. Some people can only be around black people and feel comfortable. We feel comfortable around people.
Oh yeah.
And so that will make us better coaches and you know, all that kind of man, we can relate to anybody.
I tell people all the time, I thank my mama for when I was
Boy,
younger.
I'm telling you,
I thank my
man.
mama because when I was younger, I didn't, even though I was from Pritchard, I grew up in Worcester. My mama lived out west. So I was able to be around white kids and everything. So, and I played at Mills. So I was able to get along. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't just grew up in a black neighborhood where it was all black. So it's just like now every day I work, most of the people I work with is white. So I know how to separate business from the hood. You know what I'm saying? I know how to separate.
Exactly.
I know how to, you know, get, you know what I'm saying?
It kind of gives us a cheat sheet too, Kel, being diverse like that, you know. And a lot of people don't realize it's diversity within the black people too. You know, you got rich people, you got poor people, you got people, you know, living check to check, you got people in the middle. So it's a lot of
and I can
diversity
relate to
between
all.
black
I
people.
can relate to all because I've been there before. I've been
Exactly.
I done lived check to check before. I done been where I done lost everything before. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't talk about it, but I know how I feel. So that's why I say when I see people, I don't judge people. I can see a guy walking on the street, but I ain't finna look down on him. He's still a man. At the end of the day, he's still a man. He probably just going through some hard times. We all do that. That's why I respect everybody, you know, every walk of life. I respect a poor man more than I respect a rich man. That's just me, though.
Kel, I'm gonna have to get you part of what we gonna be trying to do with this job situation over here in Pritchard as well. You know, we're gonna create an alliance of businesses. You know, I can say it out loud because I want them to do it. Alliance of businesses trying to get some people, you know, some help working. You know, even it ain't nothing but a temp job. I gotta get this house ready. I just need you to go in there and wipe down everything. You know what I'm
Man, this
saying?
no lie, KT. I'm building a house down on country. I actually got 2 of them. Man, I have people walk up to me every day, say, "Hey, man, I don't want no money from you. I just want to work." I just, hey, go ahead and pick up the trash. You know, just do something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
That show me they don't want nothing. They trying to work for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
man.
I respect that more than, you know, than anything.
Yeah, man. We got to. That's gonna be the first step in getting crime down. And some people say, "Man, don't say that." Man, we got to say it. I gotta live here. I want you to steal the idea. Steal it because we need our people working, man. People hurting. That's why people do stuff, man. That's why, you know, when people disrespect you, man, you already, and as a man, a broke man is the worst man to piss off. You know, a lot of people say a scared man keep, but a broke man keep switching.
What you say? A poor man, he already struggling. He ain't got nothing to lose.
What is it for him to go to the Metro and get a meal now? You know, for real. You know, so you know that's something that the average bat don't understand, man. That's why you.
And get what, KT? I just have partners who just thought just like that. When I was in the streets, I just have a partner like, man, I might well go and do it. At least I know at the Metro, I got some square meals. I'm in the AC.
Yeah.
And I used to tell him like, nah, man, there's a better way than that, bro. Like, shit, he ain't trying to get down there in that hole, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's some people logic. That's how some people live. You know.
Man, we gonna Kel, we gonna start this initiative of restoring lives. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna help from elementary all the way through adulthood. You know, restoring people's lives, man. We got to have it. You know, we got to have those businesses willing to hire people temporarily, at least, to give them an opportunity. Now, if they blow it, it's on them. You know, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like giving somebody an opportunity and them knowing that you gave it to them. But I don't want you taking advantage of it either. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why we need like-minded people, doing the initiative as well. When folks be over there, man, I had to go do this. Okay, well, you don't want to work full time. You just want to work part time. So but
You
we
right, coach.
got to help them in
Oh
some
yeah.
way, fashion. And Mac, I need to talk with your daddy too, man. Get him on board with it too, Mac.
Oh yeah.
As well, because man, it gonna take everything surrounding Pritchard to help Pritchard come back. It ain't far. And then, man, we already halfway there with the youth. 50% of Pritchard gonna be taken care of because now the youth got nice stuff. A lot of people bow down when they see the youth doing well. I might be beefing with you, but I ain't gonna beef around the kids when they doing something positive. So at the end of the day, that's something that we need to, build on.
Oh yeah. With your leadership, KT, Pritchard will definitely be back
Well,
on the right.
see, here go the thing. I'm glad you said that. I can listen to KL tell me something. I can listen to you tell me something because I know y'all mean well. You see what I'm saying? Them
Yeah.
the type leaders that we need, though. They got to be listeners. Can't be no dictator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If KL say, man, okay, man, we need red and white socks. We gonna get red and white socks. You know what I'm saying? Oh
Yeah.
no, KT, we need to do this at this time because school about to start and the people ain't gonna have no money. Okay, we need to do it then. That's you same way with you, man. You might say, nah, KT, the kids don't like that, man. They like this type of music. Boom, now we gonna play that type of music. But we got to cater to the people. And we done had people that did it their way and they destroyed our city and left.
Oh yeah. You
Block
gotta
as
listen.
soon
You
as
gotta
8
listen to the
miles on the
people.
road, now you start messing with them people. Up in the fees and all that, to use the park and all that. Come on, man. Changing this, changing that. Man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, if it need fixing, go ahead and repair.
Righteous.
And listen to the people. My thing is this. On Saturdays, shoot, Highway 45 probably should have been blocked off. It made people go around and go through the store parking lot. People should have been able to park on the street. We should have blocked it off. That's just me thinking out loud right now. Because it was a booming event that we took it for granted. And then now they don't even have 4 teams up there now. Because when it leaves, y'all, once that wave leaves, boy, it'd be hard to get that wave back. That's why I would tell the Q, they don't need no guidance. Them people don't need no guidance out there doing 7-on-7. We don't care what they doing. Because right now, everything they doing is working. We need to be learning from them. And, that's just the way it's going to be. Now we going to have somebody, somebody can say, Mac, don't you know KT? Call him and ask him, can we do this? And then, boy, I'm going to say, yeah. And then now they're going to be like, damn, Mac, boy, he did it. You know what I'm saying? Compared to, I'm going to get back with you. Man, nobody ain't got time to no get back with you people. Hey, man, they sitting there trying to find a way not to do it.
Man,
And then
I
and
say
that's
I agree with you, KT. Leave it like it is.
Tell
It's like an old saying: if it ain't broke, then don't fix it.
Don't fix it. Don't touch it. Don't even look at it. Well, that machine rolling. And it looks good. The parents feel comfortable. Telling you, man. Great environment up there. Great environment.
it's gonna be fun, coach.
If it
Tell
ain't broke, then don't fix it. Leave it like it is. I say leave it like it is. Them boys, like I
And
say, shout out to them boys from Sims and Tomerville. They was just up there on Sundays by themselves going at it.
yeah.
Getting better, battling. And I'm telling you how we saw it. Red them had practice one Sunday, just regular football practice. And then the dude was like, man, maybe y'all ought to start playing. And like I say, dude, them 9, Red them 8. And dude like, man, we all need to work. I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. Sometimes you gotta give other people their flowers. It ain't just all about the big parks.
We don't need nobody coming in talking about, oh yeah, I did this. And that's just like Ryan. I told Ryan to come up there. Now Ryan up there every week. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
And he over the whole
pretty much is like
league. Ryan ain't up there
right.
trying
What
to
I'm
get
saying
nobody to
is
go in the league. Ryan out there for the
And Ryan pretty much is like if you want to say he the governor, well, guess what? He already the governor. He the one been running it. He the one been the referee. So just leave it like it is.
I'm telling you.
Leave it like it is.
Tell you, it definitely ain't broke. And it definitely looks good. And it's a good look for our region, especially when them college coaches be out there on Sunday. When them college coaches see that we got foundation and base, it might help them make a better decision on our kids. You know, man, these kids been doing this and they were little. You know, that helps our kids recruit. Because now the college coach can go back and say, we went down there. I don't feel like the new kids I got to.
You on the water, coach? Yeah. Man, look, think about that. We less than 60 days from the start of the high school football season, man.
Look, and we're gonna make it stay a good look. I told Rona, I told him, I said, we're gonna have coaches out here, nigga. Y'all just keep doing what y'all doing. I'm telling you. And then we're gonna put them at the front entrance so you ain't got no choice but to see them. you ain't gonna have no choice but to see them. We're gonna put them on the field down there by the other end. You ain't have no choice but to see them, either.
But get what? Blunt's so big. You can practice on the practice field. It's so big up there, man.
It's so much, man.
I like it, man.
That's why I don't understand why the city of Pritchard ain't partnered with the Mobile County Public Schools more to bridge the gap, man. All them coaching clinics, care we've been talking about doing, man, we gonna do them. We gonna do them. We gonna do them, Kill.
Oh yeah,
because
a whole lot.
Matt, the biggest observation that we saw, if some of these coaches that's out there doing it now, if they can get on the board with their kids before they get out there and play, or even after they play one game, go get on the board and come back, man, it'll be too easy. See, if you'd have been right here, you came in motion, he snapped the ball right here, and we could have got this off. Man, I'm telling you, it's timing. All that goes together. And, you know, those park ball coaches are starting to see it too. You know, it's more than just calling plays. It's more than just calling a play, you know. Cutting down in distance and pretty much where the ball located. You know. Lining up on the numbers, lining up below the numbers. All that type of stuff, man. I'm telling you, man, it just be fun to see. A couple times the kid was too wide. They said, man, come in, you too wide. But, you know, they used to be in on the field without the line everywhere. So, man, it was a great, I tell you, man, it's a great thing they got going. So, you know, it's only going to get better.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Man,
Only going to get better.
We less than a month away, Coach.
Well, I tell you, man, it's here. Football almost here, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why we doing it a month away, you know, so you can know where you are. So when you do come back, get ready for the season, it is what it is. Yeah, I got them highlights from the Viger and Sierra game. I think I'm going to put them on the screen real quick.
Oh, Lord.
No, man, it ain't nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
People want to see. People want to see what happened. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no slapping nobody's face. It's just going to show how far our kids done came, and if you got other highlights, send them to us. We'll put it out there. Here you go. One again. I gotta see that one again. Yeah.
Dylan!
That junk crazy, man. Y'all, this is where we at. What if Viger Sierra was still one school? That's what I'm saying, man. Man, be so many ifs, man. We can get great scenarios from a lot of this stuff and have a team like a Thompson. You know, Viger and Sarah, man, lost to Thompson. What if they would combine their team and play Thompson? I would have been a different outcome. Because
Oh,
everybody missing something.
yeah.
Viger and Sarah missing something. But if you put them together, boy, you ain't missing nothing. you got a whole boatload of players. Tell you.
And you said this the other day. It's gonna be tough, man, to beat Viking. I'm telling you, man. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to beat Viking and Saraland.
It's definitely gonna be tough. You know why? Because they went and played in that event. You know, ain't no knock on the Jackson State, ain't no knock on none of the other Auburn, none of them other events.
Alabama State.
Yeah, ain't no knock on none of them events, y'all. But man, you should have been down in Foley, man. You should have been down there. Baker
That's
found
what
out
I'm
how
saying.
good Hewitt Trustville was. And then Viger beat Hewitt Trustville right after Baker got left.
Yeah.
Hewitt Trustville beat Baker like 43-12. Then Viger beat them by 14. So Hewitt Trustville by 14. So I'm telling you, they just burned me.
What's your thoughts, Kel?
On what, brother? On what,
On
dude?
Saraland and the Vikings?
Yeah, they both gonna be good teams.
Yeah.
You know, 7-on-7 what it is. You know, some teams built for 7-on-7, some teams not. You know, you just can't go off, oh, we didn't do good in 7-on-7, then we're gonna be not good in season. I mean, that's Saraland still gonna be Saraland. I still pick
Sarah ain't gonna
Saraland
run
to
the
win
ball.
6A.
Viger gonna run the
Yeah,
ball.
right. Exactly. And if both of their lines, if both of their lines play halfway decent, they both gonna be where they need to be in November. You know, it just like I say, 7-on-7. I don't just go. I knew just speaking just in general. I told KT this the
Sure
first
did.
day of folding. I said Thompson gonna win it all. I said, let me tell you why. They gonna play possum the first day. One thing I know about Freeman, out of all the coaches, if I had to pick one, that'd be the coach I pick out of any coach that was out there. And I said, watch, he gonna learn, he gonna watch stuff, tendencies, and watch. The next day, ain't nobody gonna beat him. Cause Saraland tied with Thompson the first day, 17-17.
Yep, sure did.
I told KT right there, we were sitting side by side watching Viking. I said, watch Freeman. He gonna make the adjustment. They gonna win it all. Cause guess what?
He sure said it.
His
He
teams is
sure
adapted
said it.
playing. Viking them and Saraland was gas day 2. Thompson was not. All
Yeah.
that's difference in the weight room and conditioning. That shit different, man. It ain't that Thompson was just a clear cut better team than both of them. You can see that Thompson was in more shape than them. The
Well, a
second day
better
is
program. You know,
right, better
total.
right.
Yeah,
They too
total
show
program.
they too show who was in condition and who was more. Not saying Viking Saraland is not in condition. I'm not saying that, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is it showed you who was more in condition.
Oh yeah. Easy. Like, it wasn't even
Because I'm gonna
close.
tell you, Viking kids tell you, man, we were tired. Shit, we was tired by it. You know, they was tired. They was gassed, and they played like 5 or 6 games that day.
Yeah.
They was gassed.
It's good that they get experience though. You know, so now you can respect the Thompson program and still run your race, Kel, but you still
Yeah, shit.
respect them folks.
Because everybody raced different. Thompson 7A, Saraland 6A, Viking 5A. 3 totally different races.
Yep.
3 totally different races. And I think
That's
all 3 of them.
why what you said earlier, Kel, about the different leagues, it's different races.
Right.
It's still different races in the youth
Only thing I
ball.
say is if we gonna have, because evidently we're gonna have these different leagues now.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. Everybody gonna play in these different leagues. So I feel like everybody should come to the table and say, hey, look, well, at least let's cross play. At least let's play this Saturday or something. You see what I'm saying? Do that much. But I'm gonna tell you what always been the problem with it. It's always been with power and greed. It always.
I don't want to cross with them. I don't want to do this. But ain't nobody thinking about the kids. The kids over there laughing and joking, ready to play. But it be the adults getting in the way. And you know, we just gotta learn how to get out the way sometimes. And let the kids, a lot of kids to enjoy the moment. Man, them kids be so crunk up there on Sunday, man. Man, they be so locked in because it's new to them too. 7-on-7 new to them too. Man, them kids be so locked in, man. You gotta come up there and see it, man. I'm telling you, me and Kel said, man, that's the best thing they could ever thought of. Best thing they ever thought of. And just like you say, we gotta give the people who thought of it the roses. And see, Kel, that's been the other problem. If I don't think about it, I ain't rolling with it. That's been the other problem, man. If I don't think of it, oh boy, oh man, it ain't gonna work. Man, that stuff running like roses. Tell you, that stuff look good. What they got going on, and I love it. Tell you, man. Kill fell off, but I'm telling you, Mac, it's almost 4:00. What time you get off? Mac must be working right now. Yeah, I'm gonna play this quick commercial real quick. Well, it's a long commercial. Let me see if I can get back over here to it. No, it won't let me get back to it. We'll be good. Tell you, man, great time to be here. That's all I can tell you. Time to get up out of here. Time to get ready to go down here and see who they choose today. Hey, great time to be here. I love every bit of it. I love the opportunity to be around the youngsters. Come around the youngsters, and the youngsters want you around. You know what I'm saying? Laugh and joke with you, all that type of stuff, man. You know, like, get ready to go down there.
Finna show, finna make it quick start when I get up, and I'm heading that way.
Yeah, man. Saying great time to be here, man. Tell you, I love every bit of it.
Oh yeah, coach. I can't wait.
Tell you, football is here.
All I know, August 22nd, Jesus.
And then, and if everybody don't know what the goal is this season, I'm finna put it on the screen. The goal this season is to see a win. We don't want to talk about a win, man. We want to see you win. We
Oh
don't
yeah.
want to disrespect the people when you lose. Man, all y'all want to do is talk about us. No, all we want you to do is see a win. Don't talk about winning. See a win. Because the Bible says everything shall be done in decent and order. It's the order of everything.
And in order.
In order. You know, if it's your year to win, you're going to win. Oh,
If
I'm
it
going to say
ain't,
that again. If it's your year to win, you're going to win. Can't nobody hate you out of winning. And my thing is the referee can teach you, that means you ain't good enough. That's the way I feel about it. And the referee can cheat you out of it, man. That means you weren't working with too much anyway.
coach. A lot of games you gonna play the ref and the other team. It's called adversity. Can you
Come
surpass
on.
adversity?
Boy, you said something in, man. You can't get away from adversity. Even in life, you can't get away from it, man.
Man,
Okay.
the storm gonna come, coach.
Mac, we on the show the other night. What do people start doing? The people start shooting outside, then. That
Yes,
was
sir, they did.
adversity. That was adversity. We on the show. Did we see it coming? No, adversity shows up when you least expect it.
It show up when you least expect it.
Tell you. I'm trying to avoid it. It's gonna happen, man. It's what you do when it happens. If you wasn't ready, get ready. In the adversity. You know, some of this stuff you just gotta go through, man. Some of you just got to go through. I'm tired of people dodging We need everybody at the showcase. We put that on the screen. We need everybody there. Ain't nothing to talk about. It ain't nothing to talk about. Get out your feelings. Send your kids there, coaches. Get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. Say, get out your feelings. Yeah.
My bad, man. I got a phone call. I had to catch.
Man, look. I got 100 of them on my phone over here. I'm about to get ready to get out of here because we got almost 4 kills. You know it started at 5, man. Gotta start getting ready, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. Showcase Sunday. Y'all come on, see the little kids as well. Even if you don't participate, come see the little kid. Come support them. So, great time to be here. You got some parks claiming they on the national level and dodging other parks. So they don't take a loss. And you better take a loss before you get to that national level. I don't want to be good nationally and don't be good locally now.
Huh? No, I was just gonna ask you to hit this for me right here for me. Like right here.
But Kel, man, let's go and get out of here so we can get ready to go support JJ. And Kel fell off. But y'all, see y'all on Sunday, man. And y'all will see y'all again soon. I'm KT Thorne, that was Kel, and that was Big Mac. Y'all, we are out of here. And Q, Coach Q, y'all, we out of here. Stop the violence. And most important, vote KT Thorne for mayor of Pritchard. Y'all, we finna get out of here, y'all. We are gone. Peace.
Thank you.